I had a whole day and a whole video planned out for today, but I don't really want to do what I originally wanted to do, so I've just woken up to some horrible news that's coming out of South Korea. I hope this is making global news. The point of me doing this video is to sort of spread this information. This is something that really hits home for me. So for those of you that don't know, Halloween is a massive deal in Korea, and Saturday last night, basically everyone gets together in this area called Itaewon and everyone gets dressed up and it's a huge party and it's unreal. So last night what happened there was, they're calling it a stampede, but essentially, like, to me the word stampede sounds a little bit malicious, but basically there's too many people in one crowded area, and with the flow and the movement of all the people falling over and basically getting trampled to death. So at the moment of reading this, there's 150 people confirmed dead and 89 more injured, and I'm sure these numbers are going to keep climbing up. So this is something that really hits home for me. I went to this festival every year when I was in Korea. If I was in Korea now, there's a 100% chance I would have been there. I have friends that were there. I've got like friends getting back to me. I've just basically texted everyone I know. I know so many people there, and there's a lot of people I haven't heard back from yet. And it's so sad to see, and this is the first time they've had a Halloween event since 2019. I was actually at the 2019 event. I shot a video on it, and I'll show some of that footage to kind of lighten up this video a little bit. But the problem is, like I said, it was just too many people in a small area. So Itaewon is the name of the district that this happened, and there's a main road that runs through Itaewon, and parallel to that is a little road that's basically it's a nightlife strip. So there's a road that's probably wide enough, like a 1.5 lane road, and then basically either side of that's bars. So it's kind of like a walking street, essentially. A little bit narrower than the Pattaya walking street, but a similar kind of deal. Now everyone flocks to Itaewon on Halloween, and it's a massive thing. Everybody gets dressed up, people do really cool things, and people go all out. Some of the costumes that I saw there were absolutely incredible, but the way it works is it gets so many people, and the time I was there in 2019, there was times it was really busy as well, and you could see it was just like a sea of people. The problem is when that many people start flowing, and this is something you experience on the subway in Korea, everyone starts flowing, and the person behind you nudges you and you nudge them, and it's a domino effect, and the further up it goes, you just start to lose control. And the problem is, if someone falls over, you can't help them. You wouldn't even see them if you were behind, because it's all people, and it's like, when you're on a crowded subway, you can't see anything except the head of the person in front of you, and you're just kind of going with the flow like this. So people would have been getting trampled, and they would have no idea, the people doing it would have no idea that the person was even there. So I'm sorry, I know this is a really heavy video. This is something that really hits home for me. I for sure would have had the majority of my friends there. Like I said, I would have been there if I was in Korea. It's a really fun festival. I'll lighten this up by showing you a bit of footage from the last time I was there. See, it's a whole lot of fun down there usually, and it's something I really look forward to each year. So I have concerns that this kind of thing is going to happen more and more all across the world, especially at the moment. I think the reason this one happened is because the last 2 years, it's been since 2019 that there's been a festival like this with all the lockdowns and restrictions and everything, and now that the world's finally opening up, everyone wants to go out, and having that many people in the one place is just, asking for trouble. So, I mean, like, you know, looking at it in hindsight, it's so easy to say, oh, there should be security or people, you know, keeping track of how many people are in there. But out of all the Halloweens I've been to there, I've never seen that many people at the Halloween event. I think it has a lot to do with the last few years of being in lockdowns and everything. And please, I don't want this to turn into a discussion about lockdowns or restrictions or the pandemic or anything like that. I don't want any of, like, please don't talk about that in the comments. I'm just trying to be respectful and raise awareness to this situation. I really hope this is making global news. I mean, I can see it when I Google it, but I hope it's something that's been made aware of. And I hope other countries are taking note of what's happened and preparing themselves for things like this so we don't see this in more places across the world. We've got Halloween tomorrow night in Khao San Road, and that's something that's, you know, people are now going to be thinking about. I think Khao San Road, like, there'll be police monitoring that. There always is on these big events. There definitely was last year on New Year's Eve, and I really hope this year they do the same. Like I said, this is a shitty situation. I'm still waiting to hear back from a whole lot of my friends, so I hope everyone's okay. My thoughts are really with the families of those affected, and we'll just keep an eye on the news, I guess. The numbers will keep climbing up, I imagine. I'll keep you all updated on that. Thanks everyone for watching and supporting. I'm sorry this is a heavy video. I'll be back to something more fun tomorrow, but this is something I really wanted to talk about and raise awareness for as well.